In Montana, CASA is a philosophy, and that philosophy is that every child is entitled by birthright to have a voice in court, particularly in situations where they've experienced abuse or neglect. I mean, CASA volunteers are invaluable both to the court and to the child in that their voice is heard, whether they're pre-verbal or whether they're an older child. But a CASA volunteer is specially trained to understand how to ferret out the truth, ferret out what the child's best interest is, and then further that by providing information to the court so that they can make decisions based on the child's best interest. It just doesn't get any better than that. It's dramatic, it's worthy, it's life-changing, and a CASA volunteer has incredible impact on the lives of children. It's important because nowhere else is their voice heard the way a CASA volunteer can make that child's voice heard. Whether it's through collateral information that they obtain through maybe a child care provider or an educator or a counselor, because they are exhaustive in their search for the truth. And I think that CASA volunteers may be underrated by others in the community who volunteer, but truly it is one of the most unique volunteer opportunities that I think really provides a lot of bang for the buck in our community. I was on the steering committee in 1998 when the idea of CASA was brought to a group of us and really pushed by a local judge, which I think is really critical to know, because when the judicial branch sees this importance and the lack of that support, it's good to know that, because we're a community that likes to fix what's broken. So that was an incredible experience, working with other professionals to find the funding, to sort of get us affiliated with the national CASA, to think about hiring an executive director, to figure out where we were going to find the funding, and it all came together, and within 2 years we had our own branch of CASA in this community. And it's made a huge difference for children. There's no question about it. Those children who are silenced by child abuse and neglect, whose families for whatever reason have been unable to meet their needs, are getting help through a CASA volunteer because these people see the incredible opportunity they have to better the life of a child. Our interaction with CASA through the Nurturing Center, our organization, is really multifaceted. We participate in training of volunteers. We're happy to do that. We help cover some of the topics around children and families, because that's our area of expertise. We provide resources for CASA volunteers because we realize what a difficult job it can be, and we have a pretty large resource library and print materials and videos and that sort of thing that might help them deal with a particular case or a particular problem. And we try to provide them with resources that make their job a little bit easier, so that they don't have to hunt and hunt and hunt for what we call ourselves one-stop shopping for families. And that just means that if we don't have the service or the program here, we could refer them out to whoever does.